Hi guys.
Hi guys, right, so we are coming to the end of our time in Tivoli. And so what we're going to do, and we're going to do this for sort of every place we go to, we think, is sort of do a review of how we found it. This is just going to be our opinion in the situation that we've sort of been in.
Like a little recap.
Yeah, a little recap of the things we've done and how we found it and how we found living. But first, we're going to go to the supermarket, so we'll show you a little bit of that. Julia is cacking her pants because everyone in the supermarket's going to judge us for filming it, but you know, it's a nice little thing to see.
And then we're gonna get some pizza. Yeah,
we're gonna get some pizza, Roman style. And there she is, the holy grail, toadies.
The only shop.
The only shop for miles that we've been living off. Some sort of strange pear. And of course, there's like a million bags of mozzarella. An absolute sea of pasta.
I want to try these with meat.
Cannelloni.
Should we try one of these and one of these?
Yeah. We have literally been living off gnocchetti. So good.
Massive. You'd love these, but we're not gonna get them.
Oh, go on.
No. Just for you.
Little treat.
You can have for lunch.
An unlimited supply of cured meat. And actually in this whole place, it basically operates mostly off the counters.
There's no bread at all.
And there's no bread. We've come too late and there's no bread.
Go before we go.
I'm already being stared at by absolutely everyone.
Where we can get bread.
Now I'm in the meat section. Don't know why, but meat here, chicken especially, mega expensive. Maybe it's because you're supposed to go to a proper butcher's for it, but it is all really good. But these things here are well cheap, I don't know why, but we bought like a 10 pack of these to last us for ages. A 10 pack of these for €5.
Do you know what this is? This is rabbit. Whole rabbit.
Cheeky bit of rabbit for the boys. Oh, look at this chicken.
10 euros.
Now that one's actually not that bad. We've been getting it like cut and it's so expensive. I have been dying to get these scrancy biscuits because it's just good scran. And we're finally going to get them today.
We gotta get them with prosciutto though.
Not bacon. But where's the monster? I'll show you that. We have to go to a separate shop for monsters. That'll be one of the categories of rating. How much is a monster? Because I love monsters. The crisps, don't get me started on the crisps. As an Englishman, we love crisps. The crisp section, absolutely dead.
Terrible. Terrible. And I'm not even English. English crisps are the best I've ever had. The varieties are endless. They just have plain crisps and that's it.
It's all basically own brand crisps. Like, where's the brand of crisps? Look, 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 the old chips and lips.
That's the only brand.
That was just plain potato flavour. Branch out with a bit of barbecue. But look, it's all the same. Right, we have survived. The difference between UK and Italy is I'm pretty sure people go there and get sort of a little bit of food like every day or every other day, whereas we go like weekly. Some people monthly. So I'm not sure if we've adapted to that kind of doing stuff. We've had to go more often just to make up for this difference of just getting like a bit of meat there and a bit of something else there. But now we're going to go to the other shop we have to go to because that one's so tiny and has nothing in.
So this is our favorite shop and the guy in there is called Vincenzo and we always go there to just get monsters.
This guy's really lovely.
Yeah,
Julie didn't want to go in there because she thought it'd be expensive. It's not, it's dirt cheap. Oh, there's no monsters, no. There's just stuff all over the floor. It's really tiny. He doesn't have any monsters in the normal spot, but we're going to ask him if he's got any in the back. The only other option is €3 from the vending machine shop. This is extortion.
The green one. No, it's not worth it.
It's too spenny.
It's not worth it.
But there's nowhere else, is there?
A bit further.
The monster mission has failed miserably. So now we're going to go to Zazi's and get some pizza by the slice.
Questo è sì, sì, sì. Should we just someone else because looks nice?
Is Tivoli tasty kebab there. Now in every town you've got to have your kebab shop, but it was actually probably the best kebab I've ever had. The Italian food, even the kebabs are better.
Is there any other food chat? I gotta stop saying bro.
Finally stopped at the Bossman shop. where they were €2.50 each. But in Vincenzo's they're like $1.30.
Because he doesn't know what he has. He doesn't know the value of it.
He's got the holy grail.
Vincenzo's
but
the
you know, last couple of days for $2.50 we'll settle on that, but everywhere else is €3 and it's only €1 difference for two, but oh my god, it's shocking. Yeah. So we've got two of the red ones. I can't carry them because I got so much stuff. Right, okay, so here we are, and this is going to be our review whilst we eat some of this pizza by the slice, and this is just proof that we have had this a lot of times. Actually, we've just never filmed it.
What are you having? The margarita one?
Yeah. Why?
I'm having the one with anchovies and tomatoes.
So we've come up with 4 rough categories that we're going to do for each place, and maybe we'll add more, who knows, but we're each going to give a rating out of 10 and then sort of compare them to other places we've been, I guess. So the first category is cost of living. Now here, we've been here for a month, and I think cost of living has been not very good.
No.
Probably this is one of the places we're going to be that's like in like mainland Europe, you know, and so things are normally pretty expensive.
I don't like the anchovy one.
Oh dear.
So I think I'm gonna go with the one with mortadella, because it's like a little sandwich, to be honest, but with like focaccia bread.
The cost of living, right? We paid about £900 to £1,000
For the house.
for the house, all the bills and that for the month, which is pretty good,
Yeah.
to be honest. But the trade-off is that we had to stay in Tivoli and not in Rome or a big city because they were too expensive.
Yeah, I mean, the house is pretty big and it has everything you need, to be honest. So it's been great as in living in the house, so it's been fine.
Yeah.
It's just the city, because we didn't want to stay in Rome. We've been to Rome every weekend, yes. But here in Tivoli, it's like nothing else to do apart from stay in the house. So.
Yeah. It's also very small, and so everyone like sort of just speaks Italian here, of course. But they don't really, well, it's a bit of like a tight-knit community. It feels like people aren't as friendly, perhaps, and they are a bit starey. Especially when they, especially when they realise you're living here.
Yeah.
Food, quite expensive. I was expecting Italy to be a bit cheaper when you go to the supermarket or something like that.
Yeah, that's what we mean. Food at the supermarket, not food in restaurants and stuff. Because if we compare like food in restaurants compared to the UK, it's less expensive.
It's cheaper, yeah.
So yeah, that is good for anyone who wants to visit. For tourists, it's great. But we've actually been living, and we obviously had to cook and stuff because we can't eat out every night, every day. And the supermarkets, the prices are stupid. Like, they're so expensive.
I think in the UK we were spending about £75 a week on food for both of us. Here, to be honest, probably double that. The quality is better.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The food is a lot nicer, but it's just too expensive. Like the monster tax. Back at home, I could get them for less than £1 each. Here, like €3 most places, which is like, you know, $2.50, something like that. Okay, the next category is food. Not supermarket food, we'll leave that out of the equation. Actual food to eat and stuff, of course, it's Italy, pizza, pasta, all the other great sandwiches. That has been, oh, we didn't give a out of 5 for the cost of living.
Oh, I didn't think of that one, actually.
No, out of 10, sorry, out of 10, yeah. And we'll top them all up, right? And go for an average, I guess.
Cost of living, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Yeah, I think
it's quite expensive.
It's quite expensive.
Hey, food, pizza, pasta, amazing. Going to Rome, going to Naples, eating some of the best food that maybe the world has to offer, who knows? That being said, it does get a bit boring.
That's the thing.
They do just eat the same stuff over and over again. Like, it is amazing. It's really good. If you come in for a short amount of time, yeah, you're having a great time. It's amazing food. But every day, day in, day out, like
the same food gets a bit boring.
We've gotten so bored of eating pasta.
Yeah, which I thought I'd never say that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we've been in Italy on holiday before, and I think we've appreciated the food way more than we have while living here day to day. That's why it's gotten boring. Because before, we would come on holiday, we would try different things. It was interesting, it was different from food in the UK. So cool, that was amazing. Whereas now, yeah, I still appreciate the food is great, but we're just so bored of it. We're ready to like experience a different culture at the moment.
Yeah, they need a bit more variety. And probably the reason we haven't had the variety is because we're in a small village, town, whatever. If we were in Rome, you'd be able to find variety. Not as much as anywhere else, to be honest, but you'd be able to find something. So food, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because it is still amazing. I dock 2 points for the variety.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Same reasons, it's great. I've had it all my life. I'm a bit bored of it right now, so
okay,
that's why.
The next one is fun, i.e. things to do. Now, of course, we had Villa d'Este, Villa de Gregoriana, all these things around here, especially if you're a bit older, like amazing places to go walk around. It's all beautiful, it's all stunning. But like activity wise, just going out on a weeknight, not that much to do.
Yeah, I think also in this town we're living in Tivoli, I think it's a bit difficult to like just go out and make friends because it's so close, and I think it's like just like their own community. And they just consider anyone who doesn't speak Italian just a tourist, so they have no interest in even speaking to them.
That's me.
Which in a lot of other countries, I know they're a bit more open to just randomly, you go out in the evening, you have a drink, and people talk to you and this and that. Here, I don't think it happens. So that's why it's a bit boring. We haven't spoken to other people apart from buying or, I don't know, something random.
Yeah.
But Rome.
Yeah.
Rome is
Rome.
better.
Obviously.
Because it's way bigger, there's so many things to do, so many places to go.
You have the attractions. We have done all the touristy stuff before.
Yeah.
So this time we only went to like the Trevi Fountain, for example, but of course the Colosseum, the Spanish Steps, you know, all that stuff. There is actually loads of stuff to do there.
Yeah.
Where we are in Italy isn't as good for going to other places in Italy. It all took a bit too long, and of course we have to come back here at the end of the day. So the only place that was close enough was Naples. And because of the nightmare we had on the train, we didn't really get to experience that properly.
No.
But so with all that in mind, I'm gonna give it like a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
This is, I think, including Rome and Tivoli together.
Yeah, like an average between the two.
Yeah, an average between the two, I think.
Because like the thing is like, yeah, there's lots of stuff to do, especially touristy stuff, but if you're living here, like, Italians do this thing where they just go out for a walk at night, which is nice and everything, but they just walk around aimlessly, and it's like...
And they go nowhere else, yeah.
Yeah, we did that a bit, and then after a while it was like, right, well, you know, I've done my walks.
What else?
You know, can I go, I don't know, on a boat ride somewhere? Can we go bowling? You know, like, there's very basic things, but you know, something like that.
And maybe those things are accessible to the Italians because maybe they have like, I don't know, they drive to these places.
Yeah, having a car.
They're not in the center, so we don't know the experience with a car.
We should disclaimer this. this is just our opinion of what we've experienced this time round.
Yeah.
And of course, this is our first month of
Our travels.
digital nomading, living abroad,
Yeah.
you know, so we are getting used to it as well. And we haven't had as much money as we normally would have, so it's been a bit more
Yeah,
difficult.
because we've had to pay a lot beforehand
Yeah.
to sort out everything. But yeah, like you said, we are also adjusting to this. Maybe 6 months in, we'll have different opinions about places.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we're not going to come to Italy ever again. We will, definitely. We love this place. It's just that maybe this town wasn't the best choice.
Yeah.
Although it is nice, but I think this is the kind of town that is nice to come for the weekend. Do Villa d'Este, Villa Gregoriana, and that's it.
Yeah, especially because we don't have a car and stuff.
Yeah.
We're just like walking around. We should have gone to a bigger city. I think that's the lesson learned from this.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last category is vibes.
So what's your overall...
So my vibe rating for Tivoli is a 3. And I'm only giving it a 3, not because I've had the worst time ever, but I'm giving it a 3 because I'm holding out hope for places further on down the line. I don't want to start by giving somewhere where the vibe was like mid, and that's just, you know, walk around the street, like, you know, that kind of thing. I don't want to rack it up to like a 5 or a 6 and then go somewhere that's even better and have to give it a 10.
Exactly.
But it's not 10 out of 10.
Let's start slow and build up
Yeah,
there.
so I'm giving it a 3. But Rome, for example, I'm going to give that like an 8.
Yeah.
So if we average out in the middle, like a 5.
Yeah.
5.5, something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Tivoli a 2. Just for the vibes. Just for the vibes.
So you feel the same?
Yeah, and Rome an 8 as well. So we're pretty much there, I guess.
Yeah.
But overall it was great. I mean, my favorite thing in Tivoli was the house we stayed, the Airbnb we stayed. I just wanted to say, even the host, he's great.
Lovely.
Honestly,
lovely guy.
the first day we got here, we couldn't find a taxi because, again, tiny place. And he messaged us and we told him we were gonna get a taxi. And he said, this is Tivoli, it's not Rome. You're not gonna find a taxi outside the station. And we were like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? So then he came and picked up our big suitcases. And then we just walked because it's very, very close to the house. He dropped our suitcases to the house. He helped us, gave us suggestion and this and that. He's been so welcoming.
He was lovely.
Yeah, he was lovely, and the house itself, I felt very comfortable. It's very spacious, very nice for a couple, so that's been my favorite bit.
Now I'm going to tot them up and give an average. Okay, so what is that out of? 40. Okay, right. So my average is 24.8 out of 40. That's for Tivoli, Rome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Write it down.
Tivoli dragging Rome down a bit, to be honest. That's a 24.8, right? I'll put that up here somewhere, and I will actually do it this time. Your average.
We'll rewatch the video and we'll calculate it and we'll write it up here.
Yours is a 28.5
Out of what?
out of 40.
Mine's better.
Yeah, mine was a 24.8. So we add those together. Should we combine them? If we combine them, it's 53.3 out of 100. That is our rating.
That's not bad at all.
No, that's not bad at all. That is quite a harsh rating. We're trying to be realistic here.
I think.
This is for living. Would I give the place that I lived in the UK 100 out of 100? No, definitely not. So this is not bad going.
What we should do is create a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do the categories, my overall score, your overall score, and then the total.
Yeah. That's been our review. The next time you'll see us is when we're leaving. And our little travel bit in between then, and when we'll be on to the next place. I'll keep it a secret. Most people who are watching this are my friends, and so they already know where I'm going.
So the secret is for no one.
The secret is for no one because no one else is watching this. But if anyone does in the future, it's a secret and you'll have to find out. So, bye!